Hello everyone, it's Caribbean E. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day and that you are in the best of health. Today we're coming with another retirement perspective. Because at some point, your parents or somebody in your family got to move you from that place of do nothing to begin to start to do something. Because doing something is better than doing nothing. Kids and adults. Now this is a different phase and a whole different phase of my Couch Junkie series. Listen at this. So, you brought these kids into the world and you wish and you hope the best for them. You loved them, you cared for them, you nurtured them, you brought them into this beautiful world. But now they get to a point that they want to harm you. And when I say harm you, I mean physically do you damage because you didn't co-sign with their BS. I remember my work buddy who was shot and killed by his own son in his garage in 2019. I had just retired from my job that I worked with this brother, Michael Jamison, for many years. Good friend of mine. We smiled, we hung out together at the water park with his son, and I had my niece. It was just a great day. But you never know what life is going to bring. He had a jealous son. He had two sons, as far as I know. He had an 11-year-old, and he had one that was in his 20s. The boy lost his mind. Came over to his father's house. They got into a scuffle, pulled out a gun, and shot Michael Jamison to death in his garage. The little boy had to come out there and see that. He got on the phone and called somebody. Somebody called the police. So, this is a terrible way to end a life when you bring somebody into the world. Because sometimes you don't know who you bring into the world. You just don't know. So, his father was killed, and now this 11-year-old boy had to be taken into another family member to raise him. Self-esteem issues run rampant in our society today. Bullying run rampant in our society today. Parents, you got to keep your eyes open, because I know you dealing with stuff, you dealing with issues, you dealing with putting food on the table, the car payment, the house note, the whole 9 yards, but you also got to keep your eye on your child, because he can be upstairs taking drugs, overdosing. And that's a sad thing to go up there and find your child not breathing. Then we have our laws, in-laws, and outlaws fighting against one another. And little kids have to see this and watch this. This is when life gets extremely dangerous. It's the ones you do the most for. Listen at this. It is the one that you do the most for are the ones that want to come for you. This is family issues. And it starts from the cradle to the grave. Some family members are toxic, and it is better to keep your distance from these type of people. And some of them are not on successful paths, and some of them say you're doing good and get bitter against you. So here comes the shade, because you're living your best life. Every time they see you, you got a new car. You got nice clothes. You looking good. You're dressed to kill. And then they make the same decisions that you did. And they are in the same spot that they was before you came into your successful season. They still standing there digging a hole at the same spot while you moved on with your life, wishing they were in your shoes. So be careful, because things can get very ugly very fast. You worked very hard to get to the place you are in your life today. Enjoy your retirement when you get there. It is sick, it is crazy, but it's also mind-boggling, because they always told me that blood is thicker than water, but I found out through the school of hard knocks that is not always the fact. So just sit back, enjoy, and relax, and enjoy the fruit of your labor, because you work for your retirement. I know I did. I came home sweaty, smelly, funky. Look at me now, living on a tropical island in the Caribbean, because I kept at it. I didn't quit. I've had some good days and have some bad days, but I kept at it. I kept it a pushing in spite of it all. And one more thing that I forgot to add to all of these couch junkie messages I've been given in my retirement perspective. REM. Never burn bridges with good people. Don't speak negative about good people, because I'm gonna tell you something. When you don't forget, the bridge that you burn, you might have to go back over that bridge. You may need something one day from that person. I always told my sons, listen, don't burn bridges. Because when you burn bridges, you got nothing to go back to. And I've had people that loan me money, and I paid the people the money back. Because if you be honest, you do what's right, blessings will come. And if something happens, if you need something, they'll be there for you again. So if you get nothing from this final episode or conclusion of being a couch junkie, get this. Even when it comes to your family, don't burn bridges. Always keep a good relationship with your parents, because you never know, you might get out there, fall on your face, and you might come knocking back on the door and need somewhere to stay. But if you're disrespectful and you're a liability, they might not answer the door when you show up. So, in the meantime, between the time, always remember that life is to be enjoyed. Hit that subscription, notification, thumbs up, leave me some comments. And until then, Caribbean Knee will see you on the next video. Enjoying life in Dominican Republic.